Yeah, spotlight, but my video's still there. Fucking annoying. Now I can hear myself. Yeah. So remember last time the yeah, remember last time the video on YouTube wasn't actually picking up my voice. It was only picking up yours. Maybe because I had it switched off. Now I can. Yeah, prevent it from coming through. Yeah, I've got headphones. Really need to just remove that picture. Oh, hold on. What happened there? Nope. It's only your mug now. Oh, somebody's watching us. Don't know how to remove the other video. So maybe I need to turn that one off and turn that one on. That's probably more like it. Then I've got video, audio in YouTube, but you're not hearing me then, are you? Oh, hold on. We've got three. As we just start out, as my screen just freezes. Yep, still here. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. YouTube's frozen. We've got four people, I think. But if I turn the volume off on Google Meets, we can't see. I can't hear on, or people can't hear us on YouTube. Yeah, well, people can chat to us. Chat is open. Oh, hold on. Hold on. We got a thumbs up. They can hear us. But ignore that. Ignore that because that's my kids in the background. Thumbs up. Yeah, he's probably here. Connection recording date. No, live streaming. Can't. Yeah, pretty much. Uh, she's saying that she can hear us on the iPad, so we can hear on the on. Yeah, it's working, but I can't see anything at the moment. I can't see anything. Let me. Oh no, that's. Let me change tile. You can't see Nathan. I can't hear Nathan now. Or is that because I changed the layout? Hold on. Can you hear him? No, YouTube seems to have frozen right now. Oh, how about now? Oh, I can pause. Okay, maybe that's what I need to do when we're doing a live. Is pause it, pause it on my side, because that way I'm not double upping on the speaking. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Haven't cracked it, but I guess we'll crack on. Eh? There's software out there that can take the my video out of it. Just I think we just need to look at that. If you want, just means maybe I get the towel. In the background. That's all right. Yep. Yep. We're running live. No, I'm just going to pause YouTube as I speak, because that way there's um, everything comes up. Good, mate. Still learning YouTube. Certainly. Yeah. So today, oh, sorry, let me stop that echo in the background. So today, you talk about customer service and how bad customer service can be detrimental to a business, and how much good businesses um, deal with good customer service, and how the difference is in a business, because that can be the potential to growing a business or a business declining and then going bankrupt in the end as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look, I've dealt with some very very difficult customers that think something's too difficult for them, so or they don't want to deal with it because they don't know how to provide a solution, and that can be the biggest hurdle. Is some people don't know how to provide somebody a solution. Um, I find, and what I do personally is, if I don't know a solution, at least I'm going to send you in the right direction of somebody, I'm sure, that's going to be able to help them. Um, in in my old days in my removal business, when something was way out of my scope of doing something, for example, a piano removal or move, I wouldn't do it, but I'd be upfront and straight up and say, look, I'm sorry, I can't do it for you. I'd love to, but I'm just not experienced enough to do one, or I don't have the right tools, and then point them in the right direction. Where a lot of people will go, no, I can't do it, just hang up. And sometimes it can come from the customer or the owner themselves. And I think it's a lot of it is complacency. Business owners get so complacent and so happy with the way things are running. When something doesn't go right, they just want to wash their hands from it because it's been going smooth. And it's like our own kids at home. Nothing ever goes smooth with your own kids. Have you ever been a parent? You know what I mean. Nothing ever goes smooth with kids. Right? Yeah, what I've found is those people that are generally being the difficult customers are long-standing customers that have probably dealt with you for many years, and something's gone wrong or something hasn't been listened to, and they need to voice their opinion back to you as a customer. As a customer, you need to listen to those regular customers, or as a business owner, you should be listening to the regular customers because they're the ones that are going to refer you on to another business. And if you have a bad experience with them, with that customer as a business owner, that customer's not going to refer you on to somebody else. Yeah. And sometimes just, I'm not saying bend over for the customer, but as a business owner, having a little bit of wiggle room with a with a difficult customer can mean the world to that customer. And they may not want a complete solution, but they may want something to be heard. Yeah. It goes back to our last video of actively listening. Yeah. Yeah. You must. It's you don't know how many conversations I've had with different people from different businesses complaining about different things. And the first thing I say to them, talk to your managers. If your staff's not doing what you want, it's your manager's problem. It, the manager is the issue, not the staff. It's the manager. If you're not making sales, it's the manager. Why are they not motivating your staff to have the right attitude towards their customers? Yeah, Yeah. Or the other one's the customer's always right. Doesn't necessarily mean, but it's the truth. But sometimes the customer just needs to be listened to. Yeah. And you're right, but a lot of people don't know how to move a problem in phase. People don't understand or don't know how to move a conversation from the problem stage to a solution stage. Everyone is a not a lot of people out there that can move or come up with solutions just from hearing the problems. Sometimes they think about them and they can't think about them on the spot. And sometimes it's difficult to do over the phone. I mean, I know for yourself, even I do sometimes is when we write an email that's not the right, we're looking for a solution. We generally look at writing that email the next day when our emotions are settled as well. And sometimes that can be okay. Let me investigate this issue and come back to you on the phone call. So that way you're a bit calmer and you can come up with a solution that may not be butting heads right there and then on the phone. Yeah, still dealing with it. Oh, look, um, it's a leasing agent um, for a centre that we deal with, and this particular leasing agent has changed company. Um, but previously, when we were booking through this company, it was a certain rate, um, and now this new agent has come on board who we've dealt with previously at other centres. Um, and yeah, had our challenges. That's a pleasant way of selling it. Challenges, definitely, and it's just something that um, it's either take it or leave it, and there's no solution uh, to generate there without us saying, "Well, let's find a solution," instead of just saying, "Take it or leave it," because what you're offering is not a solution for us. Yeah, and you're right there because immediately that change of one person changed the whole relationship with the business, um, with that particular leasing agent. And then having it moved to another one is very difficult as a customer. And now we're going to go back to dealing with that. And to be honest, at this stage, it's probably something that we'll move away from again, and it's detrimental to that business that we're losing because we wouldn't be the only people to move away from them um, because of that one person. Yeah, I think that goes back to my last comment of it's the manager's responsibility to make sure that the lower ranks, or I say lower ranks because I'm military, but the staff actually do their job correctly instead of having favourites. There should be no favourites in business. Um, it's the adult old saying that if you're having a staff member that's family member who's stealing from you, why would you keep in your business? Certainly, certainly. Well, I have a perfect example today, and a lady come up to me and goes, "Oh, what are you selling?" And I said, "Oh, we sell pasta." And she goes, "Oh, I thought you were going to sell me the sauce." I'm like, "Okay, no worries. We do these three sauces." I said, "No." And she goes, "I want it, or I thought you were selling. I want it for chicken. I thought you were going to sell me the sauces." So I was like, "Okay." And then she was telling me, "It's like, yeah, I've used that sauce to cook chicken with. I've done it in a slow cooker. I've done it in a slow cooker, or even in a cooking it in a roast. Just pour the sauce over and let it simmer in a roast. What do you call it? Marinade as well in the sauce. Completely, because we have a couple of sauces that are completely different to anywhere else. Um, in the end, I was. She goes, "Well, how do I cook the chicken? How long do I cook the chicken?" She was well. I know for a fact she was probably leading me on with those questions because she was elderly and things like that. I'm sure she's cooked the chicken wings before, but she asked me the questions and I gave her the right answers or gave her the answers she was wanting, whether she was just wanting to have a chat or not. Um, the only thing she said, now you've got to come and cook it for me. Yeah, but she ended up buying something. Yeah, yeah, and when you say they're craving that, sales will reflect. If you have that adamant of, it's not adamant, just the way of saying things, naturally saying things like, uh, one pasta does, one sauce does two pastas. You've already bought one pasta, and all of a sudden you're selling the second one. Um, your natural average of the sales is going to go up. So therefore, you're going to make more profit because you're selling more. There's there's a book, there's an audio book I listened to about a rabbi, um, and he was talking to a checkout chick actually, and she was very entertaining of people coming through the checkout, and she was about to quit, and she had enough, and she chatted to this rabbi, and she got the passion of talking to people. Within a month of having more passion in talking to people, somebody that came through the checkout offered her a job to manage his office just from having a passion. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's $21. How would you like to pay today, cash or card? And there's no other interaction. Yeah, certainly do. Change the world. That'd be one small business at a time. But not just small businesses. It goes those customer services issues can be in the big businesses as well. Predominantly, they are. Yeah, but when you do have that customer or that service person serving you, that's a little bit different in that big business. It's the small business that's going to win because they're the one that's going to offer the job to that person behind the counter. Yeah, well, having the personality is the beginning to having good sales. I mean, I know when I started with you, probably a bit of a abnormal start with you, considering I've been in business before. And at the point, I wasn't comfortable with talking to people as we walk past. Now it doesn't worry me. Um, and it's the being told no as well. Um, as people walk past. It is a little bit detrimental to me some days. Um, but you get that one customer that changes your attitude. And I love even just having somebody come up and talk to me. I'll try and tell them something, I'm sure, but having somebody coming up and talking to me, regardless, um, is nice. Or, oh, you look bored there. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just waiting for you to come and talk. Yeah, yeah. I, I've learned that one already. So we've got some freezers that has the glass on top, and quite often people will come up, put their bags on to repack their bags, and I said, "That's fine, you can do it, but I'm charging you. You have to take a menu." And most of them like, "Oh, but I don't want it." No, that's what you have to pay to use my freezer as a bench. Yeah, it took me a long time to actually come up with that, but it was just I turned the fact that I was annoyed with people walking up and just using the freezers as an obstacle for them. Um, and I thought, how am I going to use this as a business owner? How am I going to use it as an advantage to me? And we go back to bad customer service. I didn't want to tell them off and say, no, they can't use the freezer, but take a menu. Come back and be a customer. Then you can use my freezer at any time. Yeah. Yeah. Business Profit Lab. Go and visit the website. Come and like us on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube for some more videos. And what we've talked about today will come out on some shorts on YouTube as well. And yeah, it's all coming. It took you 11, almost 11 years for a newsletter.